Hello everyone. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought of filing a patent for your work or invention? Or even before that, did it ever occur to your mind whether your work or invention is patentable or not in the first place? So if you have similar basic doubts about patents, then you are watching the right video. Namaste everyone. My name is Madhav Reddy. I am a startup mentor and an entrepreneur. So whenever I meet a lot of young entrepreneurs, I get very basic questions regarding intellectual property and patents. Some of these basic questions are like, am I eligible for a patent or not? Or how do we file a patent? Or when do we get the patent granted? I mean the time duration, or what are the fee applicable for patent? And one of the other most common question is, how can I get patent in multiple countries? So, and we get many more similar questions that are related to patents and intellectual property. So I thought of creating a new YouTube channel wherein I'll be answering all these queries in small videos. And apart from these queries related to intellectual property, I'll also be answering a lot of queries on startups and entrepreneurship. And the channel is called Ask Madhav. Hence, I request all of you to please do subscribe to my channel for more informative content like this. So in this particular video, we shall be discussing about which are the three criteria that your patent should meet in order to get your patent approved. And these three criteria is not just for India. This is applicable when you apply patent anywhere in the world. So unless and until you meet these criteria, your application will not get approved. So if you like this video, then please do hit that like button so that it will motivate us to create more videos like this. So let's get started with this video. So the first criteria that your product or your invention should meet is called novelty. That means being original or being new. Please do understand that the concept of novelty is evaluated on a global context. That means, for example, if you apply for a patent in any patent office, either it is in India or anywhere in the globe, they do an extensive global research in order to verify whether your product is new, original or not. They do check if there is already an existing similar product, or if it is already been patented, or if not patented, if it is already the application has been filed. They do extensive search, and only after that the novelty aspect is judged. So as per legal terms, in order to clear the novelty aspect, you should need two things. The first thing is called your project or your work or invention should not have been anticipated through publication. That means your product or your work details are not published anywhere in the globe or in any magazines or any print articles, nowhere. So many times it happens, for example, let's say we have participated in a hackathon, and the hackathon organizers have published about your work in the print media. Or let's say your work, you're a college student and you made some invention, details of that invention has been published in your college magazine. So when these types of things happen, then when you apply for a patent, your application mostly will get rejected on novelty aspect because your project has already been published in print media, and that's the reason why it will get rejected. Hence, you need to be very careful about the secrecy of your project, if at all, if you have the plans of getting it patented. So the first legal aspect is not being published. Now the second legal aspect based on which novelty is considered, that is called your product or your invention has not been used anywhere in the world. Okay? It has not been used anywhere in the world. See, when we're talking about not being used, we are not speaking about you using it as in a trial runs or something like that. We're talking about giving your product to somebody else to use it or trying to take feedback. So in such cases, you do not have control of your product. So there is a chance through that third party, the details of your project might get leaked out, either it get published or anything would have happened. So in order to meet the novelty aspect, you should make sure that your product is not used on a public sense. So in order to meet the novelty criteria, you should make sure that your product is not published, details of product is not published, and your product or invention is not used. As we discussed earlier, we're not talking about the trial that you do within your own team. That is not considered, that is not a problem. So that is not considered under the not used category. Okay. So the first aspect is novelty. Now let's move on to the next aspect. So that is called non-obviousness. So as the word clearly says, non-obviousness means non-obvious. See, the non-obviousness concept differentiates between intelligent invention as compared to a simple workshop improvement. Okay, so non-obviousness concept differentiate between these two. For example, let us look at this image. Now this is a chair which is in a form of, you can say, fish tail, or you can talk about a whale tail or a dolphin tail, something like that. Now if you clearly see, there is not much invention in this particular product. So anybody who is good in furniture or carpentering can actually put his brain together and make it very easily. So it can be easily done in a simple workshop. So these type of products have very less chances of getting cleared in the concept of non-obviousness. So your product should not be any invention which anybody can just do it in a couple of days, a couple of months, or anybody who is skilled in that particular art can replicate it very easily. So in that case, your non-obviousness concept or the aspect will not meet. So you should be careful of this aspect. Now the next important criteria which your product should meet in order to get applicable for patent is industrial applicability. So that means your product should have some sort of industrial applicability. Your product should be able to make in industry, or should be able to made in industry or used in industry. So any product or invention which does not have industrial applicability cannot be granted patents. I'll give an example. I was in one startup competitions. I was one of the jury member over there. So there was a student who came up with this idea of artificial wings. So his idea was people can wear these artificial wings during unforeseen situations like earthquakes or tsunami and try to escape. Now the idea might be good, but the question is it practically possible? Is it easy to implement industrial applicability on this invention? It is not. So these type of projects or ideas have very less chances of getting clearing the aspect of industrial applicability. Hence, whichever product or invention you have, you should make sure that it has some sense in industrial applicability, and it can be easily used in industry, or it can be easily made in industry. Okay, so that is industrial applicability. Now, apart from all these three criteria, there is one more important thing which you people need to understand, that is, in India as well as in other countries across the globe, we have something called first to file. We all follow first to file rule. That means, for example, let's say you're working on invention, let's say from Jan 2021. And there is another gentleman who is working on a very similar project, let's say in April 2021, and both of you have intentions of filing a patent. Now, you might be thinking that because you started working on this invention, because it started in Jan, you should get the priority when you file the patent. But that does not work that way. Okay? So the patent offices do not work in that way. The patent office, whether it is in India or anywhere in the globe, they only bothered about who has filed the patent first. Let's say the other guy who is working from March 2021, if he files the patent first, then he will get the priority first. So even though you might have started the work first, but still he will get the priority because he started the work. He filed the patent first. So if at all you have plans of filing a patent, along with making sure that you meet all these three patent criteria, you also have to make a perfect plan in order to file your patent in time. so that your work does not get efforts does not get wasted. Now you might be thinking, is there any other way where I can make a patent before, so that I can save some time and also continue to do my research? There is one option which is called professional application. I have created another video to describe this professional application in detail. So you can, when filing a patent, you can go for professional application to safeguard some timelines. But as this option come with some sort of rules, so if you follow the rules, yes, you can save some time and complete your research, and again you can do the complete filing of the patent. So do have a view on that video, and you will get more details on that. So remember, apart from these three patent criteria that we have, it is very important to make sure you meet the first to file rule also. So those are the three criteria: novelty, industrial applicability, and non-obviousness. So which are the three major criteria that you need to meet in order to get your patent approved. And apart from these three patent criteria, as we just discussed, you have to make sure you are perfectly timed in filing your patent, so that you can safeguard your work. So that is all about this video about patentability criteria. I hope this video has given you enough information about patents and about the basic doubts you have about applicability criteria for a patent. Please do hit the subscribe button, and please do hit the like button if you like this video, and see you all in the next video. Namaste.